This is Ren Dep House from Remax, and today I have a special property that I want to show you guys. This property sits on 4 acres and it's located in Holland, Michigan. The address is 2665 Sharon Ave. Here we have a private drive. There's normally beautiful pink flowers to my left and right, but that's normally just in the spring. And it gives you that island sanctuary feel to it, but while also being only 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. So let's take a look. All right, now let's check out the property. There's a lot of things that I want to point out. First being, just down here, we have a beautiful creek. Right here, we have a wraparound porch that leads to sliders connected to the bedroom. If there happens to be a storm, we have shelter for you right here. Beautiful deck that connects to the living room. And here we have the backyard. Beautiful landscaping. Lots of wildlife comes back here. And it's beautiful too that we have these windows up here right connected to the living room, and you can look out and see this beautiful view. Now heading away from the creek, reminder, this is 4 acres and it gives you that privacy that people want to have at their home. Has that sanctuary feel to it. Feels like you're on an island. Here we have our private trail. This wraps around and connects to the private drive that we started at. And this is great for taking your dog on a walk, drinking your coffee in the morning. And this is just a fun area for kids to play. They can build forts and all that fun stuff. Over here, we have 2 outbuildings, one of which being a workshop, and behind that we have a shed, but let's start out with the workshop. All right, let's head into the workshop and take a look. So this workshop could be utilized in a lot of different ways. If you like to garden, you can keep your gardening tools in here. If you like to watch sports, like I do, you could set up a TV, put some couches in here. It has its own electricity and it has its own heating. Here we have the entrance of the house, beautiful stained glass and a nice entry. There is a rope that connects to a bell that you can ring, which I always like to do. All right, now that we're inside, here is a bi-level, so you can either go down or up. So we're gonna start off with the upstairs. Here to my right, we have the kitchen. Nice hard countertops, beautiful tile in on the backsplash. Love these wooden cabinets. Matches the wooden color of these cabinets and also the vaulted ceilings. Here's where you could have a dining room table, nice windows looking out at the driveway. Now over here we have our living room, and these windows, which I love, looks over the backyard and also the creek. And like I said before, lots of wildlife coming in and out of the backyard, so this is a great spot to watch everything that's happening in the beautiful backyard. Now heading over to the bonus room. Here's another fun spot. You could put your dining room table in here, or you can make it a playroom for the kids. But like I said before, the vaulted ceilings, the wood, it just looks beautiful, especially with that backyard overlooking that. Here we have our pantry, not too far from the kitchen, lots of room to store whatever you would like. Here's a half bathroom, some cool tile right here, spiral staircase, which I love. And then that brings us into the first bedroom. Also could be used as an office, very spacious, high ceilings, built-in cabinets, which is awesome looking. And if you forget to wash your hands when you come inside, there is a sink, which is pretty unique and cool. Now heading into the family room. This part of the home was actually added on to it, and it is very spacious. It has a beautiful brick fireplace, and these church windows are stellar. Still has the windows overlooking the backyard and the creek, which is amazing. This is a wood burning fireplace, and coming around here, have a grandfather clock and a nice seating area. If you like to read, that would be a great spot to do that. And now heading over into my favorite part of the home, the Three Seasons room. So this room connects to the porch that wraps around the entire house. And this is a fun area. I could see a lot of fun time spent out here watching sport games. If you have young kids running around the backyard, you can hang out in here and watch them play out there. Lots of space, it's in great condition, and I could definitely see a lot of fun times being had out here. All right, now heading back inside, let's take a look at the basement. All right, now that we're in the basement, we have the primary bedroom straight ahead. Lots of room in this primary bedroom. We have a wood burning fireplace down here as well, and also a sliding door that leads to the backyard. Another cool feature about this bedroom is that the ceilings are actually elevated higher, and they seem to be 10 feet tall. I mean, I barely touch them, so I think they're about 10 feet. More beautiful windows overlooking the nice garden in the backyard and some of the flowers back there. And now heading over here, we have an area where the ladies can do their makeup, a walk-in closet, and then to my left here, we have the bathroom. Here in the bathroom, you got your two sinks, which is nice. This sink is a bit unique. And then here we have the shower and bathroom. There's a little bit of privacy. Just leaving the primary bedroom, here we have the third bedroom in the home. If you like pink, this is the room for you. There's also a sink in here, window, which is nice, and a nice big closet with built-in cabinets. Lots of room to store all your clothes in. Here's a nice hallway leading into a commons area where there's lots of different rooms, but let's go into the fourth bedroom. Here we have another spacious closet, another great window looking at the backyard, and then another sink. Here's the fifth and final bedroom. This one doesn't have a sink, but it does have a slider, which is sweet. Another spacious closet, which is great. And it is definitely spacious in here. You can fit a king-size bed, you could fit a desk. Great size bedroom. Here we have the second full bathroom in the house. Good sized bathroom, shower, toilet, sink. It's got everything you need. Here we have the laundry room, which has a ton of space in here. A lot of countertop room so you can fold your laundry. Cabinets, lots of space in these, and overall just a great laundry room to have. Just a reminder, so we came from the spiral staircase located to my left here, and now we are heading back to the front door where we started out. Leads you to the garage, which is just back here. Now heading into the garage. It is a 2-stall garage, and the cool part about this garage, it actually has a bonus room located right above it. So let's go take a look at that. All right, now heading up into the bonus room above the garage. Here we have a cool area to store maybe kayaks, since you're only 10 minutes away from the water. Whatever else you would like to store, you got space to utilize that. And then in here, we have our bonus room. I'm picturing pool table, foosball table. I'm picturing a TV. This would be a great spot for your friends and yourself to hang out at. Last but not least, here is the deck overlooking the creek in the backyard. That's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, this house is just minutes away from everything Holland has to offer. Lake Michigan, downtown, all of the above. And give me a call if you would like to schedule a private tour. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.